Hi everyone. So we're coming to the end of the blanket. We've come to the last double crochet all the way around the blanket of the border, and you are now going to close off your blanket before making your tassels. Now, this is what we call an invisible join, and I am going to show you this with a needle, but let's just look at where we end. So as you can see, we are coming to the end of the row. We're going in to do our last double crochet. And here you would usually go in here, do a slip knot and fasten off as we do in the rest. Now that's not going to happen here. We're going to close off our blanket. So what I usually do is I pull a nice piece of yarn here and we're going to cut it off. Quite a nice long tail, so you've got enough to sew in. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull your yarn through. Hang on, I think I've got a bit of a knot here. Bear with me. Just get that through. Sorry about this, I had to join two pieces of yarn to show you this one. So I'm just going to get this knot through. So there we go. So you pull your yarn through. So you've got your yarn through here, and we're going to join in to this stitch here. Remember that we never go in the lower stitch, which is this one. We always join into the next double crochet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a yarning needle. So you've got one of these in your pack. So I'm just going to take out a blue one so it's easy to see. So what we're going to do is we're going to thread our hook with our yarn. Now we're going to ignore the fact that I've got a knot there. I'm going to take that off actually. So let's get rid of that. So what you've got here is, once you've got your needle on, is that this is the stitch that you would usually do your slip stitch in. So this is the front. We're going to put our needle through and pull it, not too tight, and you can see how that's pulling round there. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look in the back here. This is the hole here of your stitch that you've made, and you can just see this little back loop. Now these are on the back here of every single one, every single stitch. So once we've gone through there, so I'm going to go back out. So we go through there, and then we pick up our work so we can see. We're going to go into this stitch here where your stitch is coming out there, gone in. We're going to go in, and we're going to go through that back one as well, like so. And we're going to get our yarn and we're going to pull it through. Don't take it off the needle. And what you can see there is you have created an invisible join. You have made a crochet stitch to give your blanket that lovely finish. And what you're going to do here is, as we've done before, is we're going to just weave in that piece of yarn. So as I've told you before, sort of back and forwards a couple of times. I'm not going to do that here, just so I can show you. And then you pull your yarn around, as I've said, and then what you get there is your invisible join. No knots on your final border of your blanket, no knots. You will have joined that weaved in, and there you have an invisible stitch.